Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns share one of the longest, most intense, and most personal rivalries in modern wrestling. Their conflict isn't just about championships or main events. It's about dominance, ego, pride, and two men who genuinely cannot stand each other. From the very beginning, their paths were destined to collide, and once they did, there was no turning back. When Brock Lesnar returned to WWE as a part-time destroyer, Roman Reigns was being positioned as the future of the company. That alone created tension. Brock saw Roman as a manufactured star, someone handed opportunities. Roman saw Brock as a mercenary, someone who showed up, took titles and left. Their philosophies clashed before they even stepped into the ring together. One believed in earning respect through constant presence. The other believed destruction was enough. Their early encounters were brutal and physical. Brock dominated Roman with raw power, tossing him around like no one else could. German suplex after German suplex wasn't just punishment, it was humiliation. Brock wanted to prove Roman didn't belong in his world. Roman, on the other hand, refused to stay down. Even when he lost, he absorbed the punishment and came back stronger. That refusal to break is what made Brock hate him even more. Over the years, their rivalry evolved. Roman stopped being just the underdog chasing Brock. He became obsessed with beating him. Brock, meanwhile, grew frustrated. Roman was the one man who wouldn't stay destroyed. Every match escalated the hatred. Titles were involved, but the real prize was dominance. Whoever stood tall proved they were the true alpha of WWE. When Roman Reigns transformed into the tribal chief, the rivalry reached a new level. This wasn't the same Roman Brock had bullied years earlier. This Roman was calculating, manipulative, and ruthless. He didn't just fight Brock, he outsmarted him. For Brock, this was unacceptable. Roman didn't just want to beat him physically, he wanted to replace him as the most feared man in WWE. Their matches during this era felt less like wrestling and more like wars. Spears, F5s, broken tables, and destroyed rings became normal. Neither man trusted the other. There was no respect, only hatred. Brock viewed Roman's rise as a threat to his legacy. Roman viewed Brock as the final obstacle to cementing his reign as the head of the table. What makes their beef so real is that neither man ever truly moved on. Even when they weren't actively feuding, their names were always connected. Any discussion of dominance, championships, or main events eventually circled back to Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. They are each other's measuring stick. No matter how many opponents they defeat, the question always returns, who is better between them? Their rivalry also represents two eras colliding. Brock represents destruction without emotion, a predator who doesn't need approval. Roman represents control, legacy, and authority. Brock fights to prove he's the strongest. Roman fights to prove he's the leader. That difference is why they can never truly coexist. Even moments of temporary respect quickly dissolve. A handshake never lasts. A pause is never peace. The moment they lock eyes, the history comes rushing back. Years of pain, embarrassment, stolen moments, and unfinished business fuel their hatred. At its core, this rivalry is about identity. Brock refuses to be replaced. Roman refuses to be denied. They don't just dislike each other, they invalidate each other's existence at the top. As long as both men are active, their beef will never truly end. It's not a rivalry that fades, it waits. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns don't fight because they want to. They fight because they have to. Because only one of them can truly stand as the most dominant force in WWE history, and neither man is willing to accept second place.